Oh,
All right.
let me find out what episode it is before you do the intro. Or do you
It's
know?
12.
I know what episode it is. It's episode 12.
12.
I come ready now.
Lucky number 12.
Nice.
I prepare.
God damn it! You're driving me crazy!
I see a day to see a job is what it made me. Shit be freaking bravery. See it's modern slavery. 9 to 5 grinding straight.
I love your
Alright,
titles. Whenever you send the titles in the emails.
Email?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You come up with something fresh every time.
What was the last one before this one? Because that one made me laugh.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can look it up. I have it up right here.
Pull it up.
Pretty sure it had your mother in it. if I'm
No,
not
one of
mistaken.
them was your mom, and then he sent
Oh,
another
A
one.
round table discussion about your mother. To Chuck, I sent Weenie Hut Juniors. I'm not
Yeah.
going through all of them. All right,
Keep 'em up.
before we start the pod, I want to try something out with y'all.
Dude,
So
y'all
you ready?
haven't tried this?
No.
What is it?
Zero
Mountain-
calorie, zero,
Game
well,
fuel.
sort of, 0 calorie game fuel. Oh my God. I drink it just for the taste. Like, I don't even drink it for the energy. Like, it's so fucking good. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I'll give it a
Heart
try.
palpitation.
Before we do anything, I want to try something with y'all. All right. Say Coca-Cola without your lips touching.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
All right. Do it again.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Wait, do it one more time.
Why? No,
more time.
good. Just 3 times.
Do it one more time. Just one more
You
time.
do it.
One more time.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
All right. Now do it with your lips touching.
Mm-hmm.
No, like normal. Say it normal.
Oh, Coca-Cola.
Do y'all notice that your lips didn't touch?
Coca-Cola. Ah, nice.
Coca-Cola.
Nice.
The
Starting
corner.
this one off with a mind bender.
The corners.
Marissa
kinda
just
do.
did that to me, and I felt like a fucking beast. I was like sitting there, I was like, Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
What's going on?
I was like trying. I was like
That was
trying
wrong.
not to move my tongue and shit. I was like, is there a trick to this?
I was wondering where that was going. Oh, shit.
All right, but yeah. My first question is to start off the pod after that is, can you believe that 31 teams passed up on Cam Newton? Can you believe it? He's so good.
You really have a hatred for Cam Newton right now.
That
He's
pick
like this,
six. The leading wide receiver on the field right now is the cornerback
Kenny
for the
Young.
Rams.
It's
Yeah,
Kenny
it's
Young.
just like, what the fuck? He completely missed Damian Harris by about 5 feet and 80-yard interception.
To the house.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I bit into that cookie a little bit. I was thinking Cam was going to be pretty good, as I feel most people did, and he has proved me incredibly wrong. He's really bad at football, and I
Yeah.
don't think it's anything to do with anything more than the fact that he's really not good at the quarterback position right now. I don't know what's going on, whether it's confidence or injuries, but he's looking rough out there. And I know you don't listen, but Peyton Dufort, you fucking said that you would come on this podcast to discuss how the Patriots were going to win that division with Cam Newton at quarterback, and I would like to call you up on that.
Come on and discuss.
Looks like
Yeah.
we're tagging Peyton Dufort in this.
Yeah, we got to tag him in that clip.
Yeah. I think I'm actually on record on this pod saying that I wanted Cam over Jameis for the Saints.
Ooh. I think I probably agreed with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Could
I
still
mean,
be
well,
right.
fuck. Yeah,
still
I
be
mean,
right.
I would Jameis can't beat that Taysom Hill. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not defending the guy, but like,
Please don't.
who's his number one wide receiver right now?
Bird's a beast, okay?
Kobe Myers,
What's his first name?
Damier.
Something with D. It is something with a D.
Yeah. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know.
Hey, he's been cutting up.
Hey, they used a first-round pick on a wide receiver, didn't they? What happened there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Being that they're 6-6, though, I'm gonna take one off of PMT's book. Is this Bill Belichick's best coaching job?
No, they're not that good. So I
obviously.
don't buy into that.
They had a lot of opt-outs.
Yeah, it
especially
also
on the
doesn't.
defense.
It don't matter who your receivers are, bro. They're professional athletes, and I get it. Like, obviously, everybody on the field is professional athletes, but Cam's averaging like 68 yards passing per game the past couple of games. They're winning, which is remarkable, but it don't matter, bro. He's got to be able to make throws, and I don't know. I don't buy into the excuse of him not having the best supporting cast. Like, obviously, that sucks, but less than
I
100
wasn't
yards
using it
passing.
as an excuse. I was just asking, like, who's it? I didn't. I mean, obviously, he doesn't.
Nikhil Harry.
N'Keal
He
Harry,
didn't have
Jacoby
that great of a
Myers,
supporting
Bird.
cast in Carolina either.
Yeah, and he
No.
never looked this bad. I think he's just really bad at football right now. I don't know what happened to the boy.
He had what, Brandon LaFell for
He had
5
Steve
years.
Smith for a little
And
while.
Steve
Kelvin
Smith.
Benjamin.
DJ Moore for the early parts of his career.
Greg Olsen before he
Kelvin Benjamin,
became a
what a
grandpa.
beast. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
I'm
Kelvin Benjamin at now?
probably dead. I don't know.
Fuck. I haven't heard that name in so
I
long.
was gonna say
don't
he's
think
like a
he's on the
chef or
team.
something like that, just chilling. But
I don't think
Jesus,
he's on the team.
Probably dead.
Yeah.
all right.
But
Kelvin, if
watching
you're hearing this,
Cam Newton, good on you, mate. Watching Cam Newton makes me really grateful about Taysom Hill, who Logan still probably hates. Logan,
No, I said I would eat crow if he played well against the Falcons. He played well. That fumble at the end of the game was not good at all,
not good
and
at all.
that cannot happen. But I said I wouldn't criticize if he went out there and beat the Falcons and played well. That's exactly what he did. I will say once again that fumble cannot happen. But other than that, I will not slander Taysom anymore unless he sucks next week, and then this week, and then I will have to bring back my Taysom slander because we're gonna need him to ball out maybe one more game.
I know Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts is a professional athlete and everything like that, but I kind of feel bad for the man. Like first start
I honestly think that-
against a team who hasn't given up more than 2 touchdowns in the past 5 games. Like,
That means we're due.
yeah,
I was about to say, I
understand.
very much see Jalen Hurts and the Eagles having that little spark from Jalen Hurts coming into
Yeah.
the game. I could see them putting up some points this Sunday in Philly,
Yeah,
cold weather.
yeah.
I
Jalen Hurts is
could
also
see
a
it.
dog.
I could see it, but I could also see us dominating them. It would go both ways, obviously. But I
Are
could
the
see-
Eagles in the hunt still? Are they?
No,
No.
no.
technically, kind of.
I mean, like within their
They would
division,
have to win
yeah.
out.
They'd have to win out, and they'd
So
need
it's a make
the
or break game for
Redskins,
them.
Giants to lose. Yeah, I could see Jalen cooking, honestly.
We don't have that much film to study up on him. Team actually likes him.
Yeah,
He's a
poor
big
Carson
plus.
Wentz. That sucks for him.
We got an
Teammates just
insider.
hate him.
We got an
Taysom's
insider
probably gonna
though.
fumble the ball twice a game.
Probably so.
Got Malcolm Jenkins. You know what I'm saying?
He don't know
Malcolm
Jalen
Jenkins
Hurts.
He knows the
Malcolm Jenkins
offense,
is a
though. He
dog.
knows the system. He knows Peterson.
It's true. It's true. Honestly, I mean, the thing is, I think our offense, even under Taysom, we have another step that we could take. I'd like to see us take that step this Sunday. I
Yeah,
think we're going to need to put up some points again. I mean, we've been putting up 30-plus, and it hasn't even looked that pretty. So I think, we can definitely take that next step.
Dude, we don't play with any tempo. Like,
No.
we play so fucking slow. Like, I get clock management, and I get that we run the ball a lot. But, I feel like if we just got in a if we just played up tempo and kept the rhythm, I honestly don't see us being stopped more than 2-3 times a game.
Yeah.
maybe Taysom's not capable of doing that though.
I mean, he just hasn't really been asked of doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's not. I'm sure if he could do it and it was that easy, like let's just pick up the pace and we do it. I'm sure there's a reasoning behind it. Also, I'm sorry. Continue because it was going to be off topic.
You were talking. I cut you off.
I was just going to say, have we put up 30 points with Taysom yet? Because I've been watching that. I don't know. It might have been against the Falcons. I don't remember the score of that first
I was about to
Falcons
say,
game.
well, I mean, I could be wrong.
I think we put up wait, it was 24-9.
We put up 31.
Yeah, it was
against the
24 to 9.
Broncos,
Okay, yeah.
21 against the Falcons.
All right.
But defense helped out a little bit in Denver. I'll give us that. All right, so not scoring 30 plus a game. We're around 25 a game.
Yeah.
But
Which
still, it hasn't really been asked of our offense yet to like really put up a game like that, which may also feed into why like we haven't been able to grow that great of a tempo or anything. We're kind of
Even though it was with Drew Brees, whenever we needed to perform, I mean, went into Tampa and just absolutely skull fucked the Bucks. So, I mean,
yeah.
I think we do have that gear. We just need to find it with Taysom, see what our strong suit is about him running the offense, and then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's not how he can run the offense. Maybe he doesn't have that gear in him yet.
Well, I just don't
I'll
think he
throw
knows
a yet
the
in because I'm a believer now.
I don't think he knows the like. It may be crazy to say, but I don't think he knows the playbook like the back of his hand, like Drew does. I think that's why our tempo is not. I don't know.
He's been here
He
for
does because
years.
he kind of has.
He knows
his own
every
playbook.
position.
Not like
He has his own playbook.
He knows every position.
That's
I think
true.
he knows it.
I think it's very fair to say that we're the best team in the NFL right now, though. No matter who's under center.
Best all around, yes.
All around team. Now, respects to the Chiefs, they haven't looked like the Chiefs yet this season, I don't think. Games that they come in and you think they're going to dominate somebody, they really haven't done it. And
Yeah.
giving them trouble. And the Raiders
Raiders
lost
beat
them
us.
early, but that was early in the season. We were a different team. We were a different
They
team.
had a little trouble with Carolina too. The first like three and a half quarters, and then they kind of pulled away at the end. But their
I'm
defense.
not saying they're bad.
No, I know their defense seems to come around like right before playoff time, and they start getting like those big stops. Like Honey Badger just starts making big plays. Everybody just starts kind of stepping up. So I mean, I'd give it to the Chiefs still, but I'd definitely put us second or tied with the Chiefs as the most well-rounded team in the NFL.
I guess it's just me drinking idiot juice or whatnot, but everybody says the Chiefs are just kind of on cruise control through the regular season, which, like, watching them, it seems to be true because, like, you can see them flip that switch every now and then. But also I feel like that's a cop-out. Like, good teams should always have that switch flipped. But I don't know. The Chiefs are scary. The Chiefs are scary good. Other than that, I don't know who else I'd really fear, like, in the NFL.
With the cruise control comment, here's my thing. I feel like in the NFL, you can't really go on cruise control like that. Like, in the NBA, it's a different story. I don't think you really can, like, lose your spot on an NBA team if you go on cruise control. NFL, there's a lot of dudes on that roster, and I think, like, some dude's always behind you waiting to, like, get reps. I don't think you're going in that game, like, taking reps off.
Yeah.
That's my take. I think it's a little different than the NBA.
I just think not necessarily cruise control, more so just the fact that they go in every game just being like, yeah, we're going to win. So, like,
complacent.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
we'll show up when we have to kind of thing.
right.
I could see that.
But
And, I mean, there isn't like a cruise control, but there's a good separation probably in that division too right now. There's a good separation between the Chiefs and like the next best team. Like right now, I mean, we're us from the NFC South or whatever, like the Bucks.
Yeah,
But,
because
like,
we were not going to go to the division with the Bucks under any circumstances.
no. I got a question. Who from the NFC scares y'all the most for the Saints in playoffs? I have my answer. I'll throw mine out. Say I don't steal it because this is what I thought. That made me think
you
the
go
question.
first.
But Seahawks. I always do not enjoy playing the Seahawks. And,
That's always a scary game for me.
yeah, I just think our defense has looked great against the pass. But Russ makes shit happen. And DK is a monster. And Tyler Lockett is also a monster. So they scare me also just because they're, like, notoriously known for having weird games like that come down to the end, and the Saints are notoriously known for not winning said games.
Yeah.
So they scare me a good bit, honestly. Not scare me because I think we can beat them, but if I'm picking any team from the NFC that's gonna make me a little worried to play against, it's them for sure. Packers, I think we fucking decimate the Packers if we play them again.
Yeah. I definitely feel more comfortable playing like a pocket passer rather than Russell Wilson because
Yeah.
our Russell Wilson might take out the advantage of our D-line a little bit. Like, they'll still get to him every now and then, but not as much.
Right.
I think we'd swallow up Aaron Rodgers. We'd run the ball all over the Packers, too.
Yeah,
So,
I think that would be the play.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's going to be the Rams.
I was about to say, yeah. I think it's the Rams, the other team.
Just because that's probably like I think they have, besides us, I think they have the best O-line in the NFC, like next to us. And our D-line, I mean, that D-line, O-line matchup will be good and all, but like, I mean, Goff he's not great, but I mean, if you give him time, I mean, he's got weapons. And just McVay's, I mean, he's just like Sean Payton. He could master a fucking offensive game plan, especially against, Marcus Williams and fucking Janoris Jenkins. I'm just kind of worried about them. Like, whenever we do play an experienced team like the Rams, they've been to the fucking Super Bowl, 2 NFC championships. I mean, we have a lot of experience on our team too, but I think that's the team that worries me the most just because of their defense.
Shout out Marcus Williams having a career year, by the way.
Having a great year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maj, I believe you have not.
I was also going to go with the Rams just because I don't want to face Aaron Donald, especially with Drew Brees in the pocket.
Oh, Drew might die.
That's kind of, I mean, that's the one factor for me. Their offense is good enough to where they'll put up points on the board, I think, especially McVay in a playoff game. They're not going to not show up for a playoff game. So it's
like they didn't show up to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the Packers. I'm not worried about the Bucks. I'm not worried about whomever comes out of the.
Not worried about the Bucks. Think we're gonna beat them 3 times in a year.
Yeah, we did it to the Panthers already. So why not the Bucks? Bucks suck.
Dude, we looked terrible against the Bucks our first game we played, and we still came away with that win. And then the second time, whenever we were just clicking, I mean, they got fucking shut out. Like, they had to kick a field goal just to put points on the board.
Right.
What more do you need to see? We're just like that.
My take on the Rams, the reason I didn't go Rams is just it's stupid fandom in me, but I just believe there's way too much animosity within our team towards the Rams to go out there and act sad against them. Like, I think we try to murder people on that field. Like,
I would just hope that doesn't become a distraction. I don't want that.
It could very well become a distraction because there's no middle ground with our team. It's like fucking one all the way turned up or not.
You got to go into a game even cooled too. You can't be all emotion.
Yeah.
If it's all emotion, you make mistakes.
We have a lot of emotional players on our team now. That's kind of like what we have going for us.
It always blows because you have to always have those flashbacks in your mind. Rams, San Fran, Seattle, all those playoff losses. But like every team that we could play in the playoffs could be a revenge game. Like, we could always use that as fuel. Like, every single one of them.
Literally.
We could just get heartbroken again.
I mean, we very well could. Absolutely.
I just had a flashback to like one of the first episodes we had on the pod where I was talking about how I wasn't even excited for the Saints because I knew I was just gonna get my heart broken in the playoffs, and y'all were calling me a fake fan and shit, and I was like, I know I'm gonna 100% forget about this after like week 1. And now here I am, fully committed to us winning the Super Bowl.
You said that the past 2 years. You always say
it happens every year, dude.
Not even excited for this year, and then like
it's gonna happen.
It's like, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl
because I have such a shitty taste in my mouth after the horrible ways we lose every fucking. Let's not go. We're gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah,
we'll just keep it at that.
Best team in the NFL. How did we get to this?
We are the best team, possibly second best team, but best team in the NFL. Oh, jeez.
Speaking of emotional players, though, CD Deuce is back on Twitter. He's talking his shit. He went straight at Calvin Ridley right when he got on Twitter.
Activated Twitter just to talk shit to Calvin Ridley.
CD Deuce is either going to become like the greatest safety of all time, or his career is just going to go down really fast. He talks way too much shit.
Yeah, there's really not a lot in between. I think he's a fucking dog. And I hope he can keep his head on straight to the point where he doesn't do anything dumb, which I'm not saying I think he will. But I feel like that's the only thing that could like derail his career is him doing some dumb shit off the field. But if he can stay on the field and stay healthy, he is an animal, and I'm very happy we have him on our team. I also still don't like CD Deuce. I'm not a big fan of CD Deuce. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is a fire-ass name. There's no reason to change that. There was no reason to change that.
We'll just call him Chauncey from now on out. We won't call him CD.
Chauncey's a.
It is a cool
name. Elite name.
Right, Chauncey.
Yeah, that is an elite name. Big fan.
I might change my name to Chauncey.
I'd love that. I want a friend named Chauncey. I need that. Chauncey. What the fuck?
Chauncey.
Need that.
All right, Logan. Sorry, because I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about it. I'm sorry.
I was just taking a shower.
In the playoffs. And, Logan, I'd hate to bring this up. But I might have reminded you about the week that I beat you by like 0.3 points. And that wound up being the difference maker to make it into the playoffs.
Yeah. I'll issue my statement. No, you can say if you were gassing me up, you can go ahead and gas me up. It's fine.
No, I mean I did give you the sympathy win the second go around.
Right.
I had to mop you the first time just to let you know that whose league it was, and then after that you went on to score the most points in the league because you acquired a guy.
No. All right. Here's where my statement begins. Then, so I'll just preface it with this: most points in the league. Didn't make the playoffs. That shouldn't happen. The league's under a lot of scrutiny right now.
By who?
By the commissioner himself. The league is under some scrutiny because that shouldn't be like that. The people want the best teams in the playoffs, and people are saying the best teams watching from the sidelines right now, and that's just not good football.
The best
teams
have the best teams have the first week bye in the playoffs, bud.
Most points in the league by a healthy amount and did not make the playoffs. I will also say this because Maj brought it up. Maj has the second fewest points in the league.
Third fewest.
Second.
Third.
Is it third? Okay, well, Maj has the third fewest points in the league, and he's like 40, 50 points ahead of the last person, and the last person has not tried in the league since week 6.
He puts a starting lineup every week.
He does play a starting lineup. He has not adjusted it. He was starting players.
If you're going to be saying that, me and Wilcox were even in points before the last week. So.
Well, I'll get his ass too in a little bit. Just give me a sec.
Team just didn't show up final week of the regular season, but you know what? Luckily, Logan's team lost.
Defense wins championship.
Also, I will say, Maj's team's so fucking shitty. He has to rely on other teams losing just for him to get into the playoffs by the fucking skin of his team.
I have a better record.
He needs that. You do. You have so few points. It's upsetting. It's embarrassing. Yeah, you shouldn't be proud of this horrible roster.
We get it. You got handed Dalvin Cook. We get it. It's cool.
Now we'll move on to the intriguing part.
Mahomes.
I didn't make the playoffs. It's tough. It's a tough look. I do think I'm the front runner for Manager of the Year, without a doubt. That is what I'm selling myself on now.
You can have that reward.
That's what I'm selling myself on. There's a $25 reward for Manager of the Year. I just issued it just now. Drafted Saquon and Kenyon Drake. Both of them fucking did not pan out well. Lost Saquon. Literally a day left. Got the best trade of the season, without a doubt. Traded Mark Andrews and David Montgomery for Dalvin Cook from Nick Wilcox. Thank you very much. I guess not thank you, because it didn't fucking amount to anything.
He's on top now.
But I don't even remember what else I gave you or what else you gave me. But that trade was bonkers. Should not have happened. Should have been vetoed. Terrible trade year in, year out by Wilcox. But he continues to do it. He is eating right now. Yeah, you know who else is eating? Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook was also eating. You know who's not eating? Mark Andrews. He's been really bad this whole year.
How's his playoff schedule looking?
I don't fucking know. I'm not in the playoffs. I'm not checking that shit no more. Waiver wire pickup of the year.
He didn't look at that stuff.
Waiver wire pickup. Oh yeah, and okay, Mark Andrews gonna cut
Okay,
up. I hope
I dropped James Robinson for
James Robinson
for 2 points from OJ Howard for 1 week.
Exactly.
'Cause-
That's the
'cause my
type of
second round
moves that
pick-
the motherfuckers in the playoffs are making. They're dropping franchise running backs for goddamn
after week
OJ
one.
Howard.
was after week
Franchise
one.
running back, they're tanking.
He's a
Look, I was
franchise
smart-
running back, dude. He's a
I was
dog.
smart enough to pick up James Robinson before he even blew up. So,
And then you were dumb enough to drop him, and I
'cause
picked him up
Kittle
like
went
the
out.
next
I
week.
needed a tight end.
And then smart
Seven
enough
kept
to
Michael
make the
Gallup over
playoffs
James
without
Robinson.
him.
I bet Nick would love to have James Robinson right now.
Would love to.
I just wanted you. I
Absolutely
wanted you
love
to have Dalvin, so whenever you didn't make the playoffs, nobody else could use him against me.
Nice, understandable.
Look, I did tell you weren't going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't remember when you said that, but I do remember.
After
you
the Dalvin
saying
Cook's trade, I said, yeah, it's a bullshit trade, but you're still not going to make the playoffs. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
Mark Andrews did have a couple good weeks. Not gonna lie, he had a couple
Dalvin had a
good
lot
weeks.
of good weeks.
He
I'll
did.
also
he had a lot of good weeks.
my last point. I don't even remember what the point was, but
It's a franchise tight end.
no.
It is. It's top 5.
Oh, I will say this. Last point is I'm not going to make any excuses, but this is also the first fantasy
You just
season
made like 5.
where I've been working shift work, and I'm not going to make excuses. But if I
never
wanted
really
to,
cared about the
if
league.
I wanted to make excuses, excuses could be made. So that's all I'll say. But franchise
Look,
manager of the year, whatever the fuck you want to call it, general manager of the year, that's definitely me. And y'all can't.
The final point that I'm gonna make is the most bullshit excuse ever. Whenever people are like, oh, this is a league that I care about. This is a league that I care about. It's like, no, your other team just fucking sucks.
You make that
gave up on that
excuse
team.
every single year. I've
I
heard
ta-
you
I
make
care
that
about both of
excuse
my leagues.
I've heard you make that excuse for like the past fucking 5 years of knowing you.
You know that I very much care about this league.
I know you. No, you don't. You said I'm
There's
done
money
this
in
league.
it. Why am I gonna put a $50 buy-in in something I don't care
I'm
about?
just saying in
You
the
said
past.
you were done after this year.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying
after
in
this
the
year, I'm gonna win
past.
my money. I
in
care
the
about this
past, you're
season.
not winning fucking shit. In
So
the
you're
past,
telling
I've
me
heard.
you're
I
I've won with a
I don't care about this league. I'm a
You're
league that I
telling
care
me you're
about. I'm
not going to
winning.
be in our league
Look,
next
I'm
year.
guilty of it too.
Yeah, you are. You say that all the time.
I think it's
tell it-
hilarious.
You're telling me you're not going to be in our league next year?
Nope.
I might not be in our league next year, but y'all suck to deal with. If I'm being real.
No.
Y'all
You're the
suck to
commish.
deal.
You
I'll
gotta
end
be.
this
You gotta
shit.
be the. You gotta be the leader.
If I can be
All
commissioner,
fantasy.
if I can be commissioner, I'll be in the league.
Yeah, I might give it to you, honestly.
Pass
No,
over the
not all
reins.
fantasy just yet. My next point is we should become a fantasy podcast. This shit's so easy.
Is it really?
Yeah. I was
You're
watching.
struggling ass
I
team.
don't want to look like Matthew Berry, dude.
No, I was watching the ESPN thing earlier, and the guy was like, "Oh, I would start Derrick Henry this week. I would start Aaron Jones this week." It's like, yeah,
No shit, huh, bud?
thanks. I had him on my bench. I'll slide him right in.
Good lord. Man, y'all's team stink. How'd y'all make the fucking playoffs?
My team does not
good.
stink. I'm just not as good as some other teams.
My
Or
team
Nick's
is
team.
really good.
Nick, your team's not looking good. All right.
Dude,
not
Mike
gonna
Davis is
slander.
starting this week. Mike Davis is starting this week. Picked him up today.
Nice.
Could be a Cinderella story. Who knows?
I'll just
I
say
have won
this.
with a way worse team before. I'll say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Typically, the years that I've won, my team wasn't like the team that I thought. Like the years that I lose is when I have the team that's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking win. And then
This
when it's
great
like,
defense
oh,
that I'm
I'm not gonna
playing,
happen.
This
Yeah,
is gonna carry right into the
you're
playoffs.
so damn lucky. You need to go to Harris, like bad.
I'll go
Let's
to
go to
Saturday.
Harris. Let's go to Harris.
Where to go?
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Should we live stream it?
Fuck yeah, me losing
Have a
money.
GoPro to the chest.
Yeah.
Stream, should I
We'll
hit
be
you?
friends. We'll be friends Saturday night.
No words. I hope one of y'all win though. All that being said, all that slander, just great, y'all. I hope one of y'all win because we got to keep it within the pod. That money will go to better equipment, memberships to spread out the.
Look,
It's going
I'll
to
pledge-
drugs.
I'll pledge $50 to this pod if I win the championship.
$50. Wow. So that's absolutely nothing. All right. We see how much you
That's
care.
my buy-in.
Make it 100.
If I win, I'll do a giveaway to our followers of $50 as well. I'll match your 50.
Well, here's the thing. I'm the
For
commissioner,
every
and I have
for
the
every
money.
retweet that we get, I will pledge $1 to this podcast.
Every retweet.
Yep.
Wow.
It's gonna be $8.
Yeah, nice. At best.
Sky's the limit.
Man, if you listen to the
we had
pod,
Chuck
retweet the pod. Yeah, if you
Retweet
listen
the
to the
pod.
pod, retweet
If
the
you
tweet.
made it to
That's
this
all we
point
ask.
of the pod, retweet the pod right now. Don't
Exactly.
wait till later to do it. You're gonna forget.
Exactly.
All right, moving on to let's move on to a little NBA talk.
I completely lost my phone. My bad. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I want to talk about James Harden and his whole dilemma. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on it first, though.
I just think it's very funny that he's opening up his trade demands to basically any team that was good last year and had a chance to win the title. He's like, yeah, I'll go play for them, rather than just being a man and being like, yeah, I'm going to stick with this team and try to win with these guys. No, I want to go get carried to a title is basically all he's admitting, which honestly respected that he's so open with it, but also at the same time, it's like, dude, why?
I'll go to the top 2 teams in the East and then the top 2 teams in the West.
Right, yeah. It's going to be the Lakers next. Okay, I would like to go play for the Los Angeles Lakers. Or the Clippers.
Could you imagine Bron, James Harden, and AD on the same team? It's like, no, we can't.
Yeah, they'd be fucking good.
Fuck them.
They'd be sick.
I can imagine it.
They'd be awesome. Yeah, I can see that shit happening. Kyle Kuzma and a first.
Warriors.
James Harden wants to leave the team that's like pulled out all the fucking stops to like build a team around him. Like they've literally focused everything around him, giving him everything that he's ever wanted. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go to this other team. That do these teams even want him? Have any of these teams come out and said that they're wanting to trade for him?
Yeah, no, I was looking at that today. Like everybody was saying, like, oh, the Bucks need to offer Middleton and like and Drew, like, and whatever the fuck they want to like offer them everything for James Harden. It's like, dude, why would they do that? Why would like I get it's James Harden, but like, yeah, give up your whole team for James Harden. Like, okay, like is that really gonna help you that much? I just don't. And people were really slandering Chris Middleton, which really threw me off because I didn't know he was like hated by many people. Like hated.
He's not like Boston fans. I can tell you that he lights Boston up every time he plays them.
Yeah, it's fucking savage. Chris Middleton's really good. I don't know.
Breaking news: James Harden wants to go play in South Beach.
Yeah, that'll be. Oh, it's upsetting at this point, dude. I'm kind of going back to your little tangent that you went on the other week, talking about how all these NBA stars like forcing their way out of teams and shit is ruining it. Like, it's annoying at this point, dude. Like, have some integrity and fucking try to win it on your own. Like, not everybody can win a title. Like, that's not what makes or breaks an athlete anymore. Like, I get it. Like, we're all MJ guys and we argue the title argument, but it's like, because he did that. Like, that's rare air. Nobody can really get to that. And for everybody else, dude, like, a title's not going to make or break your career. If you're just really cold at basketball, people are going to fuck with you. Like, you don't have to go ride somebody's coattails to go get a title. Just stick with your team and be competitive and be fun to watch. And, like, maybe you'll squeak out a title, but if not, just be fucking fun to watch. That's really all anybody gives a shit about. And it's frustrating to see all these dudes be like, yeah, fuck these teams. I'm going to the big markets, or I'm going to these contenders because I can't do it on my own. You basically admit to being a pussy, and I'm not with that. So,
yeah.
To go off your point, though, like, you could always be known for being really cold at basketball and being like, well, like, people are gonna fuck with you. I get it, but like, there comes a point in a person's career, and it may not have come for James Harden yet. I don't think it's like that late in his career to where he should be thinking about it already, like do or die this next season, championship or bust. But like, being that cold at basketball and not have anything to show for it besides like these award, like the offensive scoring title or something like that, like, people want a championship, like, and it just fucking sucks, I guess, to be that good at basketball and just like knowing they're better than 80%, 90% of the league and not have a championship.
It's a team sport, dude. Like,
no, I know what you're saying. I get it. I understand 100%.
I get what you're saying too, but it's also like, it's a team sport. You can't basketball, like, you cannot do it all on your own. You could definitely carry a team to some extent, but you're not winning a title on your own. Like, that does not happen. And
All LeBron and KD's fault, basically. That's what we're trying to say.
well,
Like I don't have a problem with if he's a free agent and he wants to go sign with one of these teams, I'm completely fine with that. Like you can make your own decisions, do whatever you want to do, but like you can't force a trade to a specific team.
yeah, that's Bush League
You
shit.
can't
dude.
do that. You can
Yeah.
request a trade, but you can't be like, here's my list of preferred destinations. This is where I
Yeah,
want to go.
GM should just say, fuck you, dude. Like, we don't care what you
Like
have to
you
say.
signed that contract too. Like nobody forced you to
Right.
take that many years. Like you signed that contract.
It's-
You need to like think ahead maybe. Like
Yeah,
when you
like,
sign these
be-
contracts. Like I
it's
don't know.
ridiculous.
You just can't. It's creating a real slippery slope in this NBA where all these and like you gotta think about it. All these like fucking 15-year-old kids that are playing basketball right now, like they're watching all this pan out. Like he's inserting this into their minds for whenever they come into the NBA in whatever 10 years, like they're gonna be doing the same exact thing.
Just your old man yells at clouds moment right here, it sounds like,
It
Mash.
is- I'll yell
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah, it's just – it's a little ridiculous at this point. And to touch on Wilcox's point, like, I get it. I guess I'm not at that level and I'm not as competitive as these dudes are. But it's just like oh, sick. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle. My parents just walked in with a chair that they built for me.
That's awesome.
Oh, check this out. Hold
Show
on.
us the chair. Show us the chair. There you go.
Show us the chair.
Let's see the wood.
Oh, use the chair.
Even better.
Whoa.
Oh,
They
let's
they
go.
built that?
No, they put it together out of the box.
Oh, yeah.
That's
What?
one like I got, bud. We're
Man, I need
matching.
to step up my
Nice.
chair game.
Thank y'all.
Look at y'all.
Oh, buddy. That's
Shout
nice.
out.
These
Wade
things
and
are
Logan.
crazy
No way.
nice, bro.
All right.
They got like the backrest on it. Like it's like the back comes in a little bit, so you're not like slumped over the entire time. You got a little headrest if you want to lean back. Maybe a little footrest if you're feeling
Yeah,
fancy.
this thing leans back like a bed. Should be
Yeah.
taking naps.
Oh, you got the footrest on yours?
No, I didn't. I wanted to.
Oh, I was about to say I don't have mine.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting here on a chair that was probably built in like the 80s. So
Yeah,
keep
that's
up
what I
with
was just sitting on, dude. I used to play on fuck my point about basketball. We're off basketball now. But I used to one of those little fucking folding chairs that they have at like barbecues and shit. That's what I was playing PlayStation on for like years.
it. That's what I was
Back
doing for a long
was
time
shot,
too.
dude. My
Put,
back
like,
was
an old,
shot.
put an old butt pillow on it. Call it a day.
I couldn't even do that, dude. Like it was a rough scene, man. I was struggling, and then for years I wanted a little chair to play my games on. I was like, man, I should really buy, but I was always broke. And then I just remembered like last week or something. I was like, oh wait, I can afford a chair, so I just bought a chair, and good decision so far. My butt cheeks are comfy.
Where'd
Got
you get
some
it from?
marks. Amazon.
Mm.
Amazon. It was like $130. They have a lot of different ones, but it was
Yeah, they
also
have
on.
a
It was
lot of
Cyber.
good choices.
It was Black Friday or Cyber Monday. So
It's important, dude. You gotta have a comfortable chair. It's
good
important.
lumbar support. You need that, especially in our old age, man. I'm starting to notice like my body is deteriorating, dude. It's
Dude,
bad.
I have chest tightness right now. I've never had that in my life.
You need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor, I believe.
All right,
That's not good.
We'll think about it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not good.
And go to your nearest health consultant, please.
Right.
But
What
like
do-
straight up, like also I've been having like lower back pains out of nowhere too. I've
Yeah.
never had that. Like I'm literally just turning into an old man.
Yeah. The back pain is something that was always kind of going with me, probably because I was playing PlayStation for like 8 hours a day on a dirty old lawn chair. That wasn't good, but that's been getting a little bit better. But dude, I'm just talking about like today. I show up to work in the morning and it's cold outside, and I messed my arm up in high school playing baseball. And dude, when I tell you, like, I felt a heartbeat in my arm and like lightning going up and down my arm. My fucking hand was shaking, like just elbow pain. And that's not a good sign because I'm 23 and I'm gonna have to live with this for the rest of my life. So
That's
the inevitable,
like, sorry, go ahead.
The inevitable elbow surgery is coming. That's basically what prompted me to start this conversation. But everything hurts. Like everything. It's not good. It's not fun. Life isn't fun.
It obviously wasn't gonna look bright for me if I stayed the way I was back in the day. But
No, probably not.
yeah, that would be nerve damage, brother. Or not nerve damage, but just like something in your nerve that kind of
Yeah.
I got stuff messed up.
I agree with that diagnosis.
My leg, like from whenever I fucked up my ankle, doesn't stand a fucking chance anymore. Like after I work out or like just anything, like if I fucking step on a rock the wrong way or like if I step the wrong way, like a shock goes up my leg and like hits my lower back and my lower back tightens up a little bit. Shit's whack, dude. But I'm a big bath guy now. Take these Epsom.
What a transition, baby! I'm a big
take these Epsom salt baths, bro. Nothing better.
I'm taking a bath after this. I'm gonna go lounge in a bath.
Shit, let's all go take a bath.
Dude, a little Epsom salt bath never hurt nobody.
Yeah, that's definitely a future Logan thing. Whenever I buy my house, that's the only thing I give a shit about. I care about two things in my house and in life. I don't care what car I drive. I don't care what my house really looks like. I want a nice bathtub. Like, I'm talking about a sick bathtub because I'm going to be a huge bath guy. Water slide, obviously. That's a third. But a fire-ass bed. Like, I'm going to drop an absurd amount of money on a bed. Like, possibly $10,000 on a bed.
Oh, dude. Speaking of beds, did y'all see that one on Twitter? With
I'm not big on bed Twitter.
Dude, it's tight as fuck. They have, there's a wood frame around it. It's like a huge ass bed. It has a wood frame, and then there's built-in lounge chairs around it. There's cup holders around it.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, it is the tightest thing in the world. That thing, yes.
Yeah, I'm not talking so much about cool aesthetically pleasing. I'm talking about I want to sleep on a fucking cloud.
You just want a big bed.
I want
that is comfortable.
I don't know if y'all. I'm sure y'all did. I don't know if y'all remember the old MTV Cribs episode where they had Shaq, and he literally has a room, and it's a 75-foot long heart-shaped bed. That was the coolest shit. I remember that. I don't remember anything else I ever saw in Cribs really. All the fly cars, all these fire-ass houses. Don't remember none of that. I remember that bed, and I want that fucking bed. I need that bed. That's how I'll know I made it in life.
Only show I really remember from those days is Pimp My Ride, where it's Pimp My Ride. You said you liked Xboxes in the color purple. We hooked you up with all purple interior couches.
You got 6 Xboxes.
It's 6 Xboxes.
6 Xboxes. GTA already installed. You got some round sound. It's bro, I said I like the color purple.
I sound like blue. Man, I miss that. They used to make good TV shows.
TV used to be so cool.
Yeah, now it's all just ridiculousness all week.
Hey, I don't slander ridiculousness. Ridiculousness is good.
It's a great thing to turn on. But
yeah, it's just mindless.
I was talking about ridiculousness the other day, and it reminded me, what happened to Tosh.0? They used to be on TV all the time.
They stopped their deal with Tosh, I'm pretty sure.
But
you don't even hear his name anymore or anything. What is he doing?
Wasn't he part of the cancel culture? No? I thought he did something. Yeah, I thought he did something stupid.
People had been trying to cancel him for years. I don't think he was not.
Can't cancel comedians, really.
Dude, well, his fan base all knew what he was. His fan base wasn't gonna go away because he got canceled. That was just gonna make them fuck with him even more. I think he literally just took a step back and was I did what I'm done.
He was on TV literally all the time, so I'm sure he made a boatload of money.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Bill Burr.
Yeah, Bill Burr's doing his thing still though. He's doing some tours, I'm pretty sure, and I know he's still doing stand up.
He just had a special last year too.
His live show I went to at the one in New Orleans. I forgot what the theater's called. The Sanger. I want to say that probably one of the best.
Sanger, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever. Probably one of the best comedian shows I've ever been to live. Unreal. Yeah,
I'm sure.
And I've been to Ron White too, so that's saying something.
Bill Burr's hysterical.
It really sucks that right before COVID we were supposed to. Well, during COVID, we're supposed to have Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I was
would
about
have
to say
dropped
that.
whatever amount of money he wants to.
Yeah, we
I was
were
just
all
about to say
planning on
that.
going to
Yeah,
that.
that's tough. I know they're starting to do some shows. They said they're doing them in Austin or whatever, but hopefully they end up expanding that. Yeah, that'd be sick, bro. Could you imagine going
He
to
talks
Joe
about
Rogan's
that all the
ranch?
time. Every single guest that Joe Rogan has as a comedian, he's like, "Come live on my ranch, dude." And like, it just like totally sounds like a cult. And he's just like, "We're just gonna do podcasts, live shows,
Hey, people
just
laugh.
comedy, just comedy."
Bunch of DMT. Let's get
Yeah.
rocking.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh.
definitely doing a sex cult or something.
The Alex Jones episode, the very first one that came out with that one time where he's like, "I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of fucking retarded." That's like the best. It's the best interview I've probably ever seen.
I love when he brings on Alex Jones because the whole time Alex Jones is talking, he always just like, whoa, slow down. He just like pick out one thing that he said, and he'd just be like, "You just said that. Like, please clarify that." And Alex Jones would be like, "I have documents. I have the documents.
Yeah, it's all in the documents. Infowars.com.
It's all the documents."
Man, I'm trying to think.
I wouldn't say best interview I've ever seen. I'd probably say most entertaining interview I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what I was
trying.
That's what I was trying to think on just now. Like, what's the best interview you've ever seen in a podcast or ever?
Matthew McConaughey, PMT.
Yeah,
that was a really fucking good one. That one.
Fuck.
And then
I was thinking I couldn't think of one like concrete either.
Yeah,
Really
it's tough. The
Brian
Matthew
Cox.
McConaughey one was just recent. So
Yeah. Brian Cox on the Joe Rogan podcast. If you have like any interest in space at all, dude, I was nerding out hard to that shit for like 4 hours. That dude is incredibly smart, and I want to go see him live because he does like tours, and he has this big ass screen behind him that's interactive that he controls, and it like takes you on a trip through like what he's talking about. Like he's an expert on black holes and shit. So like he explains black holes, and I don't know. It's crazy. I want to go see this man.
He lives in England. A field trip to the planetarium.
Yeah, but he's just incredibly smart, and like I was nerding out.
I like shit like that too. That's pretty cool.
Joe Rogan's podcast do a really good job of like drawing me into whatever subject they're talking about.
Yeah,
that's what I like about it, because like I learned so many things that I would never ever like think to learn about, like ever be in a situation where I'm learning about it. Like I don't know. I learned about archery in one episode.
I don't know how he finds the time, but like he is educated on every fucking subject. Like no matter what it is, he can bring something up from memory, and he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, like just anything." And it's like, dude, where do you fucking find the time for this? Like, what do you do?
He doesn't sleep, probably.
He's a freak. There's no way his brain could rest. The amount of things that he knows, I would not be able to fall asleep at night. He said that one pod. He was like, "There's just times where I'm trying to go to sleep and I'm thinking about like aliens." And it's just like, it's like, dude,
this dude's torture.
He's like, and then I'm just up for like 3 hours. Oh my god! Like I'm kind of like, I wish my brain was like that. At the same time, it's probably best I just don't know all these things.
Yeah, it's best that we're simple-minded. That's how I feel, at least.
For now.
Is that what you want to hear? I'm glad we're stupid.
Yeah.
Do they interview people on This Is Important or no? It's just them.
No, they have not.
Dude,
they don't
that podcast is definitely shooting way up to my favorite.
That is my favorite podcast.
It's making me not listen to Joe Rogan as much.
I haven't listened to Joe Rogan in a long time. That is my favorite podcast. If you have not listened yet, dude, put on episode 1, listen to it. Well worth it.
Yeah, they just
it is the funniest
on Kyle the entire time for
the entire time. Yeah.
And like they're all literally the same people that they are in Workaholics, basically, like same personalities and everything.
I watched the Workaholics the other day where they start betting on the high school sports.
What episode is that? What season is that?
That's like 2.
I thought it was like 3 or 4, but it might be 2.
It could be 3. I don't know. I know it's early on though.
Your boy puts a corn dog on his junk. Starts running on the field.
That podcast definitely made me go back to watching Workaholics a whole lot more. I miss that show.
Yeah. I need to get back.
Podcast. I'll plug any podcast on this podcast. I was thinking about that the other day.
The only rule is they have to plug us.
Yeah, I feel like in other podcasts they don't like talking about other podcasts. Why is that?
I guess it's just I don't know. It's got to be
Like, why don't we
some
talk
type
about
of
it like it's something
competition.
like ESPN or something? You know, like, oh, I saw this on ESPN. Blah, blah,
Sponsors,
blah.
I guess, maybe, like,
Okay.
because they have different sponsors or
I mean, it's
different
also
promotion. I don't know.
yeah. You're basically I mean, for us, it's easy because I don't know, like 15 people might go listen to a podcast that we like, but like for somebody that actually has a fan base, I mean, you're basically promoting a competing podcast. So
As the people that's getting like shouted out though, I feel pretty cool. Like
oh, I mean, obviously,
cool
yeah.
another cool podcast like shouted us out. Like, yeah, let's
Well,
show
yeah,
some
if
love.
it's
Like,
happening to you, you love it.
well,
But
yeah,
like that's why people don't do it.
I'll shout
Because
everybody out.
yeah,
I
well,
don't
we
care.
we
I'll
will
spread
we
the
will
love.
shout whoever out. I like that about Pardon My Take. They're not afraid to put on for
Yeah.
the podcast.
I think literally all of their interviews from here on out are just people that just started a podcast.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they've gone. Their interviews, I don't know, they've been having some good interviews lately, but they fell off
But like
there for a
even
while.
Russell Wilson just started a podcast. Like,
Yeah.
everybody just uses them to push their podcast. And they're just like, yep,
Which
come on in.
I'm sure they're getting paid, so I
Big
don't think
time.
they give a shit. I wouldn't
It's
give a
just
shit.
their interviews aren't as authentic they used to be. Like, they used to bring on like Mike Leach and like just
Yeah,
characters in the sports world. Like, now it's just like big name, big name, big name.
yeah, but I mean, once they've reached a certain
They
level of
brought on
stardom,
Blake Anderson. He was promoting This Is Important.
yeah.
He didn't know what the fuck he was doing on that podcast. Like,
No, not at all. They picked the worst person to go on there too.
You're just like, yeah, I like sports.
Cool. No, yeah, I mean, once you reach a certain level of stardom, dude, I mean, you basically they are a monster. Like they're just trying to grow as much as they can, which it's working out really well for them. So can't blame them. But yeah, I don't listen to or enjoy Pardon My Take nearly as much as I used to. I really miss fucking mixtape, dude. I desperately miss mixtape. I was thinking about that today. Like, it's so sad that they don't make mixtape anymore. And honestly,
Yep.
it's really sad that I don't hear much from Trill anymore. I mean, like I see his tweets, like a lot of them are still funny because he's a funny dude, but don't hear much from him. And dude, Coley like fell off the face of the earth from him.
He's editor in chief now, so he's got a big boy job.
I
He's got a lot of
think,
Well, good for
responsibilities.
him. Good for him.
I think Trilly is starting to do something with
Patreon.
Adult Swim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw Adult Swim tweet him the other day about like having something like an episode or like something like maybe he's a voice or something like that. But
Yeah, probably a voice.
yeah, I saw something about Adult Swim. But
He's got a great voice.
yeah, shout out Trilly. What's the word,
Shout out
Mike, man?
Yeah, I like that.
Sure,
Yeah,
come
but-
on the pod.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
That
I'd
would
pay
be,
him.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be.
we need to tweet at him and tell him we'll pay him. I don't know how much
I
money
will
could
pay
we
his
collect.
salary to be on this podcast.
How much money could we collectively pool together to pay him for an appearance?
Fantasy
Expose
winners.
yourself. Okay,
If I win fantasy,
we
I'll
have to match.
DM. I will DM Trilly and I will pledge all of my winning money to get him on here.
Yeah,
For one episode.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
I'd easily put up close to 2 racks.
Oh, fuck. All right, you're leading the charge on this one.
I'll
bud.
keep my crazy buddy. You put up 2 racks.
You're leading the charge on this
Dude,
one. Go in there strong.
You know what that would do for like us?
Oh, it'd probably make us best friends with Trilly. That'd be pretty fucking.
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, well, he just wouldn't care for us very much.
I mean, probably not, but like he would at the same time because like these people with 115 followers are trying to pay me this much money to come on their podcast. Fuck yeah, let me go bullshit with them real quick and then dip.
Respect.
If he likes us, he likes us. Come back on anytime.
Truly
I'm
is
just not
one
paying you the
man
2
to,
racks again.
You know what,
Take
Wilcox?
the bag and run.
You're a dreamer, and I respect that about you, bud. And I love that about you. And I need
love
more
it.
of those types of people in my life. Because I'm a
Yeah, you
pessimistic
just-
boy.
You just don't really like me because we're not really friends. So
No, we're
it's all
not.
good though. I know. Logan's been hating me since I knew him.
Yeah, you know. All right,
We're gonna be
boys.
in the middle of this, guys.
I'm over. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. But I will say this. I don't know. Is there anything else we got to talk about? Like, what's going on? What's the way? We've been talking about
I
podcasts
feel
for
like
20 minutes.
we that itinerary that we always have, or we try to have, I feel
We don't
like
mention
we
the
just
itinerary.
flushed it down
What
the
happened to that
toilet.
rule of not mentioning the itinerary?
We don't mention the itinerary. I heard that
There
once
is
and I
no
remembered it forever.
itinerary again.
Jesus Christ.
What is that? How you
I'll
even
bleep
spell that?
all this out.
What is that? Yeah, don't say that.
I think it's just worth noting that Zion was number 19 on the ESPN Top 100 list. It's just worth noting. It's like, I don't agree with it, but fuck everybody. I don't care.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Like,
That must irk people. 22 games, bro.
Yes. I want to be
22
hated. I don't
Yeah.
care, dude. I don't
Oh,
Eight
care.
yeah.
to 8 to 12 minutes a game for 22 games, and we're in the top 20, baby.
Love it.
Suck it.
Like, I don't know what thinking went into that.
I'm pretty sure Lonzo was like,
58 or like.
yeah,
50-something.
Lonzo being in the 50s is honestly more hysterical than Zion being 19.
That is definitely the one that surprised me more.
Yeah, and that is hysterical. And I don't hate Lonzo by any means, but that's
I don't know if
fucking.
y'all saw my tweet or not about what Mark Jackson's going to be talking about now that Zion slimmed down. Do y'all buy those pictures or no?
I didn't even see
The
the
recent
picture.
the recent
No,
pictures of Zion slimming down a little bit.
No, I've definitely stopped buying into those pictures. We've seen too many of them. Like literally any picture of Snap to Zion, it's always like, oh, it looks like he slimmed down. There was a picture of him at a gas station next to his truck. Oh, it looks like he slimmed down. Like, dude,
Standing next to a fucking lifted truck.
I'll-
Small.
yeah, like
7,000-pound truck. Like, yeah, dude, might
He's a
look a
big
little
boy.
bit.
he's always gonna be a big boy. That's how he is.
Yeah, and I'm kind of I don't buy it until I see him waddling down the court anymore. After we saw the picture that got posted of him, and everybody was like, "Oh, he looks like Thanos," and then he came out there and he's just like, he looked at least
He looked like
650
Zion.
pounds. Yeah, so
Pell's broadcast won't be the same without Mark Jackson after a missed layup from Zion. You gotta wonder what that shot would have been like if he was just 30 pounds lighter.
if he could lift his
Maybe
arms
he
above
just
his
did.
head,
Maybe he just didn't grab a second plate of dinner this night.
man,
Get a little lighter
it's
on his
sad.
feet. Yeah, fuck
I'm
you,
over
Mark
him.
Jackson.
Shout out Zion though.
Ready
shout
for
out
some
Zion. We had
Pels?
5 Pels on the top 100 list. 5 Pelicans.
Not surprising. JJ
We
Redick
got
number 6.
Zoyon. Nope. Well,
Oh shit.
Zion,
No, JJ Redick literally
B.I.,
number 6.
Lonzo, Eric Bledsoe, Steven Adams, and then JJ at the 6.
I was saying JJ Redick is the 6th best player in the NBA.
I get it.
Oh, okay. I can't believe he wasn't ranked, actually.
I really thought I was going to see him on there somewhere.
I guess they couldn't give too much love to the Pels. But JJ Redick should definitely be ranked on there. It's a little.
Also, I do think
Deserved.
that SVG is going to be the first coach to not wear a suit in the NBA. Just saying. I think
All
he's
of
going
them.
to show.
First.
I think he's going to show up in cargo shorts and a Pels t-shirt the first game.
They
Just be like,
have
let's rock.
to not to shit on you, but they have to wear like business casual.
Yeah, there's
or
still some
whatever.
guidelines. There are
Yeah.
still some guidelines.
That's whack.
If he could show up in like
it's
sweatpants,
actually going to be
and
really
J's,
whack. It's going to be like a polo and jeans on half.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be
Oh,
worse.
dude.
I'm game for suits, dude. They
I
should
like
have
the
to wear
suit.
suits.
Yeah, I was
Suits
about
are
to
a good
say
look, bro.
if they're not going to go
Bro.
full like fucking just full alternative, then make
They're
them
just
go
gonna
back
look
to the
like-
suit. Make them go back to the '90s suits where they're sagging down to the fucking floor.
Oh, that'd be
They look
hard.
like soccer dads.
Yeah,
I wish
it's
the
not gonna be
players would
good.
still do that. I really wish the players would still do that. That's fucking awesome.
What?
The suits, like seeing Allen Iverson, who's like 5'7", just walk out in a suit that's made for a 6'10" power forward.
Respect it.
History repeats itself. We'll get it.
Yeah,
again.
it'll come back. I'll wear the shit out of them. Billie Eilish is gonna bring that shit back. That's immediately what I thought about. I don't know why. I'm buzzed right now, dude. 2 brews. Jeez.
Ooh, I'm 2 margaritas deep.
Dude, I haven't drank in a long time. I'm really feeling old as of late, man. I'm really feeling old. I haven't drank
You gotta let loose.
in a while. Yeah,
For
I
Christmas holidays.
felt like I needed it, man. Oh, Christmas.
Are you playing Dakota this week?
Yeah.
All right, thanks
He
for
let-
tensing me up again.
Sorry, he
He's
left
going
Akers on the
down.
he left Akers on the bench. He's got 23 points.
Talk about a bad fantasy manager, huh?
Yikes.
I wouldn't have benched Akers.
Because you don't have any other options.
I got plenty of options.
Yeah, okay.
Mike
Plenty of options that
Davis.
are
All right, dude.
moving on.
Logan,
don't
I'm
wanna
actually
talk
pretty
about-
mad that you didn't reply in the fantasy group message because I had a killer meme for right whenever you responded. You never
What-
did.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit about you talking
Can you
shit.
just
I don't
say
even know
something
you're
in
talking
there?
about it.
Can you just say something in there so I can send it?
Yeah, I got you, bud. Hold on.
Thanks.
Good lord, I'm misspelling words. I might be drunk. There you go. All
Trying
right.
to take this guy's keys.
Thankfully, I'm
All right,
home.
y'all got anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to get off your chest?
No,
Any
we need
compliments,
picks.
regrets, take back.
Oh, shit.
Picks.
Dude,
Oh
how'd y'all
my
forget
God.
picks? What's going on?
Okay, I only
Hold
I
on.
only
No, you stop. Let that be noted. The only one that remembered picks is the guy that doesn't actually bet. I'm the only one that cares about y'all's money. These two dudes are selfish. They want to keep all their picks to themselves. Fade them. Roll with me.
Yeah.
Continue.
Well, I went like 1 for 5 on Thursday Night Football just now. So
Yeah,
Fade
you gonna listen to this dude? Thankfully, you didn't. Thankfully, we didn't start the show up with our picks for tonight's game.
thankfully, it wasn't immortal. It was just some fun bets that took a turn for the worst.
Yeah, let's
We'll
not
be all
even
right. We'll
talk
bounce
about
back.
last week.
We'll bounce back.
I'm
All right.
pretty sure all of our mortals last week
That's a
just
funny picture.
I went
No, my mortal
2 out
hit.
of 3 last week. I went 2
I
out of
went
3.
2 out of 3 as well.
I think my mortal did lose, but my other 2 picks won.
My mortal hit.
I took 2 overs that looked like they were gonna hit in the first quarter, and
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that. We're
Stunk
probably
it up.
sending gifs and stuff about his over that's about to hit, and then it just doesn't hit.
that was I'm never sending anything before they're about to hit again, ever.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I haven't even looked at the slate. So.
I
Y'all go ahead. I like to
sent it
pick
to
it
you
on
like
the
this
spot.
morning.
I like to pick on the spot, dude. That's how I've been rolling. It's been kind of working
All right.
for me. I like to pick on the
All right.
spot. Let the heart lead me.
I'm gonna go with the Rams -4.5.
No, you can't do that. No.
This is pre-recorded.
All right, I guess I'll lead it off. Here's the game. I'm going the under in Washington football team, San Francisco 49ers. It's at 43. I got it at 44 yesterday. If y'all want to buy the point and join me, go ahead and buy the point. But I'm going the under in that game. I think Washington football team struggles a little bit on offense without Antonio Gibson. Lost him in fantasy. He's a dog. My team was full of savages before he went out. San Francisco also brings the heat. Alex Smith cannot handle the heat, and we know how Washington's defense looks right now. So,
Washington
gonna be
defense is good.
yeah, especially that D-line. Nick Mullins under pressure.
They just beat Pittsburgh. All right. I said I would never take an over again after last week, but I'm not a fucking pussy, so I am gonna go Packers-Lions over 55.
Ooh,
Neither team has
hey
a
the
defense.
number.
Neither team has a defense. 2 great quarterbacks. Let's ride.
Games usually tend to be Those games tend to usually be shootouts too. Between those,
I like a
Yeah,
32-28 game. Give it to me.
32-28.
Give it to me.
okay.
So we just given one pick. Is just our mortal. Just one pick this week.
We can get wild if you want. We can get buck
Let's go
wild.
3 picks.
Yeah, because I have an itch that needs to be satiated. But fuck.
It's a tough week.
My lock's gonna be Saints -7. I'm gonna go who that's.
Mm-hmm.
Cop out answer, but I'm
Boy.
feeling it.
Everybody on Twitter, do not bet on the Saints. Please.
Why?
I don't want that juice on the Saints, man. It makes me nervous.
All right, and we'll go serpentine.
Snake draft.
Or snake, yes.
draft.
Serpentine. We'll go snake draft. I'm also going to say I got to do it. I did it once, and it burned me so bad, but I'm back. And it's probably me that's going to fucking burn me again.
Wait, can I guess it first?
Yeah, you know what
I
it
know
is.
I know what it is.
Y'all both know what it is. I have to. Cleveland Browns +1
Okay.
against Baltimore
I'll do it.
Ravens.
All right.
Browns are good.
They're plus 2.5 right now in my book.
Oh, I got +1 right here on this.
Plus 2.5, you can have it.
Dude, I
Fuck.
sent that 6 hours ago. How the fuck
That's
did
crazy.
it change?
I guess people are taking the Ravens.
Browns, baby.
Browns. Fade the
Browns.
public, always.
You know what
Fade
it
the
is? Mark Andrews just got declared healthy 6 hours
Oh,
ago.
yeah, he's worth at least one.
Um.
All right.
I should have another pick.
Easiest over on the board. Oh my
I'm
god,
about to take. Is it my turn?
it's mine.
I noticed. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. What are you taking?
Over 49, Falcons, Chargers. Easiest over on the board. 49?
Mm-mm.
I have.
Just like fate, your face. Because you pick things that seem too good to be true, always. And if it seems too good to be true, I fade it. I feel like there's gonna be that's gonna be a defensive game. Chargers got fucking shellacked last week.
Yeah, just gave up 45 to Cam.
Chargers do not have defense. They do not have defense.
Imagine with the best route runner in the game and fucking Matt Ryan's gonna do to him.
Justin Herbert needs to bounce back against the Falcons too. He's gonna show out. He's gonna
35-27 Falcons.
Keenan Allen's gonna get like
Easy
12
over.
catches.
Easy over.
All right, I have an even easier over for the boys. Over 45 in Texans Bears. Bears offense has been able to move the ball with Trubisky back. Texans defense can't stop anybody, literally anybody. And you know Deshaun Watson's going to stay in the game. So 45 is not a high number.
See, that's an ugly pick, but that's just ugly enough to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Bears just put up 30 points this past.
Right there.
Their game total this past week at 64
Yeah, some say they're the
Can't believe
hottest
they lost that
offense in the NFL.
against the Lions. Now throw Deshaun Watson into the mix. You can put up points, and they have no defense. Trubisky's out to prove something.
Is it my turn again?
No, yeah, it is.
No, it's snake draft.
I thought it was your second pick.
Yeah, and then
That was your second and third.
And
So
then
I
it
thought you did
wraps
second,
around, and I
second
go
that
again.
round. I thought
If I'm second,
no.
if I was second for the first go round, then I'm second every time.
you're middle every time.
You're in the
yeah.
middle.
Yeah.
You're in the middle.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Oh, so you go again? Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, go ahead.
Yes.
Are we all drunk?
Gotta be.
Yes.
Science points
so-
to this.
I looked at the cover machine, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I saw +7.5, and I said, "Damn, you got to take that."
Got to.
But no.
Hmm?
I'm going
Either
reverse
way.
brain here. Tennessee Titans -7, buying the point. Derrick Henry's going to run all over the Jacksonville Jaguars. You're going to beat
Yes.
the fuck out of the Jacksonville
It's gonna be
Jaguars.
bad.
They're going to beat the absolute piss out of the Jacksonville Jaguars. James Robinson's not going to have a good game. I hate to tell you, Mike Vrabel's going to shut that shit down. It's the only thing that keeps the offense moving. Tennessee Titans lay the number -7.
Shit.
Derrick Henry, I'm looking at you.
He's going to eat them alive. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to watch that game for sure. Wilcox, you go.
Washington football team +3
Mm.
versus the 49ers.
Wow.
I like that. Like,
I like
I
that.
like it, but like I thought it was a trap.
I will not
I
fade
like
that,
it, but I like it.
which means it's going to inevitably
Just
lose.
like I don't know what
49ers is going to win like 58.
I don't know what to make of the
17.
49ers. Like Mullins is just
I just don't know what these
Yeah,
books think the Niners are, because last week, it was either last week or the week before when they played the Bills. The Bills were +1 against the Niners, and they beat the fuck out of them. Like I don't.
Because you don't know which Niners team is going to show up. Like, the Niners could
The
show
one with
up.
Nick Mullins under center.
Yeah, but they've been fucking nice with him under center, too. Like, it's just
they have no
whichever
run.
team shows up.
Compared to Jimmy G, who stinks.
They have no run
Right.
offense though. I feel like the Washington football team, the R words, they just have. I think they have just a good enough defense to keep that within 3 points.
Nick Mullins gonna have no time to throw the ball.
Oh, fuck. All right. I'm going to end mine with just, since we're having fun, a little parlay.
Ooh.
Indianapolis Colts -3 against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Already
Buffalo
lost.
Bills -2 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Detroit Lions +7.5 against Green Bay Packers.
I like that.
I like that one.
I think Detroit's going to win.
I like Detroit. I do too.
I think this is going to be a like tough game for both the Saints and the Packers this week.
But I do too. I think Detroit wins.
Let's hope the
I
Saints
need them to win for my future, but I think they win.
Yeah.
Some
New-
say
new
Adrian
coach.
Peterson is the catalyst of the offense.
They got carry on shit. They got DeAndre Swift back too. So
I'm pretty sure they have Galladay back as well.
if they're, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions pull us out.
Then
Shit.
again, the Packers could come out and
Fuck
win
the
34,
parlay. Lions
34.
+7.5. That's my pick.
All right.
Parlay,
All right.
go along if you want, but Lions +7.5. I'm not gonna get the full
All
parlay.
right. All
But
right.
yeah, that's where I'm going.
All right, fellas. I love it. We're gonna win some money this weekend.
Mwah.
Love you guys.
Love you, boys. Wonderful episode.
Love you.